Hi, so let's get started. Find the crazy master material in the content browser, right click and create a material instance. Give it name, in this case material tutorials seems good enough. When you first open this, you will see a lot of properties. So let's just start from the top. Add dust, just turn it on. Now some more properties will open up. These will remain almost same throughout all the materials. Increasing dust air intensity will place dust at ambient occlusion of the mesh, and in the same way curvature will also be taken into account. Dust intensity increases the amount of dust on the surface. Remember to give some values to these options because if you leave it at 0, some of the features might not work. All these features depend on the mesh mask. So select the mask associated with the mesh, and you could also bake your own mask in any baking program like Quixel or Substance Painter. Here I used Substance Painter. So the red channel is for roughness, green is for metal mask, white for metallic, and black for non-metallic. Blue channel is for curvature, and alpha is for ambient occlusion. Now I have replaced it with a mesh. As you can see, by default the dust accumulates over the top of the mesh, and you can adjust its intensity and dirt mask intensity to give a more random effect and to get better results. Now let's get down to UV tiling and increase the UV scale of dust and change the mask UVs to get different results. I would recommend keeping the value low for more variation for the mask UVs. And then there are wood UVs and roughness UVs, which are pretty much self-explanatory. Adjust dust intensity to get a nice result. Now let's see full body dirt. Adjust intensity and fall off to get a nice gradual fall off or transition. Now you can also change dust normal intensity. Increasing the curvature intensity will decrease the amount of dust on the edges of the mesh, and increasing the AO will increase the dust intensity in the crevices or recessed areas. The top vector intensity will increase the intensity of dust on top of the mesh, no matter how it is placed or rotated. It will always take account in the top of the mesh. Use mesh normal map will add normal map, and you can change the texture from mesh textures tab. You can also change the roughness of both wood and dust from here to get effect that you are going for. Now let's see the other settings like change the wood color. It will let you change the color of wood, uh, darken it, maybe lighten it, or change it to entirely a new color. You could also change the texture of wood from material textures. More roughness variation will let you create a more detailed and random surface, giving you more realistic results. So you can see the same settings are unlocked, and these are the basic settings for every material here. Offset increases the influence of the mask. You could think this of as sorts of intensity, but slightly different way. Now let's change or increase some of UV tiling. The barewood UVs are the wood grains underneath. So let's set this to a higher number. This looks good enough, and adjust roughness so you can see how you can get variety of results using these in combination. Adjust fall off, curvature, mask intensity, and finally offset. Use normal map for curvature option. Uses normal map instead of curvature map. Yeah, that is if you don't have a curvature map baked, but its results vary from object to object. It works nicer with hard surfaces. and but I won't recommend using it unless you don't have time to bake curvature map, or you don't want to bake it. Now let's see the wood edging option. It allows to quickly add old worn out effect on the wood surface. It uses the same options as all the previous materials. The material editor remembers its previous settings, so the results are kind of blown out. So let's just use default settings. Increase the curvature intensity for worn out edges, wood offset, and decrease the mask UVs. The blurry edges can be rectified by increasing UV tiling. Adjust fall off and fine tune the settings. Here you cannot see the textures clearly. I will take you outside the material editor in a moment so you can see how it actually looks. So now you can see a world of difference between the two. You can also change the bare wood color to match the texture more closely, something like this. Now make some adjustments and go for the result or the look you are going for. So the last option here is wood warping. Increase or decrease its intensity. Increase warp UVs to a higher value and then adjust its intensity. Now let's quickly take a look at vertex painting. Fill the mesh with white paint like this. Red and green channels work together. If you just erase red channel, nothing would happen. Now erase green channel and it will start to age like here. Paint in a little green for some more polished surface. Now painting in red channel will increase the fall off, and taking it away will decrease the fall off, and hence more sharp transition. Using both channels together you can paint in a nice way to get a variety of nice results like these.